701 horsepower, 2.4 seconds to 60 miles per hour, a 200 mile per hour top speed. And here's the kicker, it's a hybrid. Welcome to the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. And folks, this isn't just another incremental update. This is the most powerful production 911 ever created, and it's about to completely change everything you thought you knew about hybrid performance cars. Let me be clear right from the start. When Porsche decided to electrify the legendary Turbo S, they didn't compromise. They didn't water it down. They took 50 years of rear-engine performance perfection and amplified it with cutting-edge motorsport technology. And the result? A car that just demolished the Nurburgring Nordschleife 14 seconds faster than its predecessor, posting a blistering 7 minutes and 3.92 seconds. That's not just fast, that's rewriting the rulebook fast. So what exactly makes this new Turbo S so revolutionary? Let's dive into the heart of this beast. Porsche engineers took their T-hybrid system that debuted in the Carrera GTS and turned it all the way up to 11. We're talking about a 3.6-liter flat-six engine with not one, but two electric turbochargers. Yeah, you heard that right, electric turbos. These aren't your grandfather's turbochargers that build boost slowly while you wait for the whoosh. These have electric motors directly on the shaft between the turbine and compressor, spinning them up almost instantaneously. The genius here is mind-blowing. Those electric motors eliminate turbo lag completely, giving you instant throttle response across the entire rev range. But it gets better. When the turbos would normally waste energy through a wastegate, these motors actually harvest that energy, sending it back to the battery or directly to the electric motor that's sandwiched between the engine and the 8-speed PDK transmission. It's the same technology Porsche used in their 919 hybrid Le Mans race car, and now it's sitting in a street-legal 911 that you can daily drive. The numbers are simply staggering. 701 horsepower arrives between 6,750 and 7,000 RPM, while 590 pound-feet of torque is available from 2,300 all the way to 6,000 RPM. That's 61 more horsepower than the previous Turbo S, making this the most powerful road-going 911 ever, surpassing even the legendary GT2 RS that made 691 horses. And unlike that water injection-cooled monster, the new Turbo S achieves this with elegant hybrid efficiency. Now I know what you're thinking. Hybrid means heavy, right? Battery packs, electric motors, all that tech has to add weight, and you're correct. The 2026 Turbo S tips the scales at 3,829 pounds, which is 180 pounds more than its predecessor. But here's where Porsche's engineering brilliance shines through. This isn't a plug-in hybrid with massive battery packs. The lightweight 1.9 kilowatt-hour battery sits exactly where the 12-volt battery lives in non-hybrid 911, keeping the weight distribution optimal. And that electric motor integrated directly into the PDK housing? It's so compact and clever that Porsche's test drivers say you simply don't feel the weight gain. 5-time Alms GT2 champion Jörg Bergmeister, the man who set that incredible Nurburgring time, put it perfectly. Quote, "You don't feel the weight gain. On the contrary, the car is much more agile, has more grip, and is significantly faster than its predecessor in all relevant sections of the track." When a professional racing driver with multiple Le Mans victories says a car doesn't feel heavy, you better believe it. Step inside and you're greeted by a cockpit that perfectly balances motorsport focus with everyday luxury. Adaptive sport seats, plus come standard, wrapped in premium leather with embossed Porsche crests and Turbonite contrast stitching that ties the interior to the exterior accents. The GT Sport steering wheel features a Turbonite Porsche crest, putting the brand's performance pedigree right at your fingertips. A curved digital instrument cluster and digital center console deliver all the information you need with crystal clarity, while the overall layout maintains that classic Porsche, driver-focused philosophy. And the performance figures back this up spectacularly. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds with launch control engaged. That's 0.2 seconds quicker than the already insane previous generation. 0 to 124 miles per hour, 8.4 seconds. That's half a second faster. Top speed, 200 miles per hour flat on summer tires. These aren't just good numbers. These are hypercar numbers from a car that Porsche insists is still a comfortable daily driver. But speed is only part of the equation. Porsche knows that making a car fast is one thing. Making it handle that speed with precision and confidence is something else entirely. That's why the Turbo S gets wider rear tires, now measuring 325mm instead of 315. The rear brake rotors grew by 20mm to 410mm, making them the largest brakes Porsche has ever fitted to a two-door car. New pad friction materials at all four corners promise better pedal feel and shorter stopping distances. The chassis receives Porsche's latest Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control System, running off the 400-volt electrical system for quicker response. Active aerodynamics work in real time to optimize downforce and cooling. We're talking active grille shutters up front that open when the engine needs cooling but close to reduce drag when cruising. There's an active front diffuser that deploys from under the bumper, working in concert with the powered rear wing to keep this wide-body beast planted at speed. And speaking of that wide body, let's talk about how this car looks. The Turbo S has always been the most muscular, most aggressive 911, and the 2026 model takes that aesthetic to new heights. Those signature wide rear fenders accommodate the beefier tires and house the distinctive side air intakes. The active rear spoiler extends and adjusts automatically based on speed and driving mode. And then there's the new Turbonite finish, an exclusive color accent that appears on the rear badging, Porsche crest, and wheel center locks. It's subtle, it's sophisticated, and it screams performance. Standard wheels are 20 inches up front and 21 inches at the rear, with center locking hubs, because nothing says serious performance like center lock wheels. You get your choice of coupe or cabriolet, both coming standard with the Sport Chrono package for maximum performance capability. And let me tell you, while the open-air experience of the cabriolet is tempting, the coupe is the purest expression of what this car is all about. That fixed roof adds rigidity and keeps the weight in check, letting you feel every ounce of that 701 horsepower with absolute precision. But here's what really sets this hybrid system apart from other electrified supercars. This isn't a plug-in. You never have to think about charging cables or range anxiety or finding a charging station. The system is entirely self-charging, using exhaust heat recuperation to generate electric power exactly when and where it's needed. You just fill it up with gasoline like any normal 911, and the hybrid system optimizes performance seamlessly in the background. It's transparent, it's efficient, and it never gets in the way of the driving experience. That driving experience, by the way, remains quintessentially 911. The 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission delivers lightning-fast shifts with race-grade responsiveness. All-wheel drive is standard through Porsche's traction management system, putting all that power down with incredible efficiency. But unlike some all-wheel drive systems that feel numb or disconnected, the Turbo S maintains that visceral, mechanical connection that enthusiasts demand from a Porsche. Now let's address the elephant in the room: pricing. The 2026 Turbo S Coupe starts at $272,650. The Cabriolet will set you back $286,650. That's over $30,000 more than the outgoing model. And yes, that's a lot of money. But here's the perspective. You're getting the most powerful, most advanced, most capable production 911 ever created. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.